And we're back. This is Jeff Smith for those weekend golf guys. I am at the golf studio at Otter Creek, Plain and Simple Golf School here in Columbus, Indiana. And I am joined today by Mr. Brad Peterson. Brad is the founder of a cool thing called My Skins Game. Brad, how long has this thing been going on? And tell me about what it is that you're doing and how successful you've been so far with this.
Well, first, Jeff, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Your viewing audience is literally our audience, so I'm excited to be here. My Skins Game has been in my brain now for about 10 years. I had an injury and unfortunately was in the hospital in 2005, so I put everything on the back burner. And so it's actually been going for about 3.5 years now, and last year was our first season of having actually a full season. And so it's kind of really turned into its own kind of beast, if you will, in the last year. And I can kind of go into that if you want, about how we started out so small and where we've kind of gone to in the last year.
Tell me what you built here.
Yeah, so My Skins Game originally was supposed to be a golf tour, and my goal was twofold. I wanted to create an atmosphere for aspiring professionals to not have to chase mini tours and spend $40,000, $50,000 a year playing competitive golf. As you probably know, it's kind of a losing battle for most of them, about 10% break even. I call it paying to practice professional golf. And so
yeah, that's about right.
Because most people don't win any money. And so the cycle is pretty vicious. You borrow money, you get in debt, you play your heart out, you don't make it, you get depressed and you quit. And so
I wonder what the odds of that are, like the high percent, what are the percentage of golfers who really have talent, who just never make it, but yet they're out there struggling?
Yeah, Tom Lehman was on the mini tours, 13 years before he, ended up being number one in the world. It's a grind. It's a tough grind. And so there's traveling, you're away from your family, you can't have a job, you end up in tremendous debt back to your sponsors. And so I wanted to end that cycle. That was the first goal. And so we wanted to create something to where it was local events, 1 day a week, super affordable, $199, which is what we had last year, which included green fees. And we're talking great courses, TPC San Antonio. Really gorgeous venues to play.
You were doing this all over the country?
No, this was just in San Antonio last year.
Okay.
So that's where I was based. And so the second half of that equation was I wanted to create an atmosphere where in the same field, we could have golfers, everyday golfers, people who can make birdies but can't shoot in the low 70s or high 60s. And maybe they shoot in the 80s. Maybe they shoot in the high 70s. Maybe they shoot in the low 90s because they make 3/8s, but they can make 3 or 4 birdies. I want to give them a platform to be able to make money as well playing the game they love, which they've never had an opportunity ever. And so it was a little bit of a reach. I think people thought there's no way this is going to happen. It's only going to be professionals. You're going to fail. You hear it, pretty much your general negative conversation. So right. I moved forward anyways because I truly believed in this. And so in the first year in San Antonio, we had about 150 members. We paid out $158,000. We paid out $100,000 at our first annual World Championship. And what was really exciting is that –
where did you get that kind of money?
So we originally we were going to be in 4 cities, and it was going to be $25,000 into the prize pool for the Tour Championship per city. Unfortunately, the company we bought out, which was going to handle Houston and Dallas and Austin, turned out to be a bust. And so I told my backers, either we come up with the money ourselves and commit and honor our commitment, or we're going to lose our company, because there's been so many tours that have come, promised things, literally stolen people's money, and then walked away. And I said, we're not going to be those people. I believe if we pay out this money to the Tour Championship, even if it costs us a little bit of money, we're going to have an opportunity to move forward. And so that's what we did. We came out of our pocket. We honored our commitment. Even though we kind of had a bad business deal happen to us, we weren't going to let that affect what we did to our players, because it's always been about players first. And so we paid out the $100,000 as we promised. And what's really exciting is we had over 20 people win skins shooting in the 80s. No strokes, no handicaps. We had 7 people win skins shooting in the 90s. We had a guy win a skin shooting 115 in the same field as a guy shot 71 that same day. No strokes.
And that guy still cashed.
He
guy that
went
got
in. He birdied a par 3 from 220. He hit a 5-wood to 2 feet.
And nobody else did it all day, huh?
Nobody else did it all day. And so that's the great thing about a skins game. And so we took this same concept, obviously, into our tour championship with a $100,000 prize pool. 72,000 of that goes to skins. And we really set history, and we made some really amazing history. We had 4 people win skins that day. They were worth $18,000 each. The winners shot 79, 80, 87, and 92. We had a guy shoot 92 and win $18,000. No strokes, no handicaps, same tees as the same guy who won the tour championship. Which
I just saw that. That's Michael Munoz guy.
Michael Munoz shot 92. Yeah. And what's really exciting is
I saw that.
Casey Lim in the same field as Michael, same tee boxes, shot 74. Super tough conditions at TPC San Antonio on the Oaks Golf Course, which is one of the toughest on the PGA Tour. Windy day. It was a tough day. He shot 74. He went on and got his status on the web.com card a couple months later. So in the same field with an elite, super elite golfer, Michael shot 92 and won $18,000. And so we really set history and did something that's never been done before. And from that, now we have a deal with the Golf Channel. Our 2016 World Championship will be televised nationally. We have celebrities flocking to our event, which are going to be playing in the same field, playing for that $100,000 alongside our normal golfers. It's really kind of exploded and blossomed into something really, really big.
That's a great idea. Are you going to be able to expand the territory? Are you going to be able to have regionals in different places?
Oh, that's the most exciting part about moving forward past 2016. So 2016 is going to be a direct buy-in event, only because the TV process has taken up so much time. And so going forward after 2016, we're actually going to have a 3-tiered qualifying process. It's going to start at $59. It's going to be all over the country, and you're going to have a chance to play for up to $500,000 in 2017 for as little as $59 on a level 1 qualifying with celebrities. It's going to be a blast. So
wow, how are you getting all this information out to the golfers, to the masses? How are they going to find out?
So we're doing a press release.
We're
doing a press release with about 100 different organizations, and then obviously we're going to be marketing on the Golf Channel. Golf Channel is going to be doing promotion before our national event, and then obviously the nationally televised event is really where we're going to probably really first be known to the masses rather than kind of general groups of people. And so we're excited. That we film in April, we televise next May or June, and that's when we get ready to explode for 2017. So
it sounds to me like you're going to need a bunch of different golf courses in different parts of the country, to jump on board to actually, host an event.
Right. And what's really exciting is that the way I've created the platform is the golf courses can actually partner with us at no cost, no risk, and they actually can create a revenue system for their golf course. And, the golf course is struggling. Golf is struggling around the world. The Tiger effect is kind of, falling down a little bit. And so if we can help golf courses create revenue and be a part of our exciting event, bring their golfers to have a chance to play with celebrities in a nationally televised event, and have a legitimate chance to win money, shooting in the 90s and win $20,000, $30,000. That's exciting for us in a lot of ways.
I think that's exciting for the normal guy who thinks he can't never play in some event because, everybody else is too good. And I'll never be able to catch those guys. But yet, if you give him a shot at winning something in the event, that's terrific. So what you got to have is you got to have an appeal to the everyday guy. And that's pretty important. So, what we'll do, hey, I want to have you stick around. If you got a few more minutes,
that'd be great.
I want to have you stick around because I'd love to get into this a little bit more with you, a little bit in our next segment. And we're back. No more waiting. Here we are again, Jeff Smith in the Golf Cave at Otter Creek at Plain and Simple Golf School in Columbus, Indiana. Great place to be. But I have been talking to Brad Peterson. And Brad is the head honcho, the main man at myskinsgame.com, and he has been telling us about what a cool program he has come up with to have a tournament that any level of player can get into and that any level of player has a chance at making money in that event. What a great deal. Brad.
Thanks, Jeff.
Keep talking to me about how you're going to get courses all over the country to buy into this because, sure, the golf courses, they're there. They want players. They want events. They want to make some money.
Right.
Well, if you can create some interest, you got to have some people in the Midwest. You got to have some Northeast. There's golfers all over this country.
Right.
They're listening to this show. So, the best part about that is if you can throw out some areas where you're going to have some events, these people are going to join in because, man, if they can pay a few $100 or whatever, how much are some of these events to get into anyway?
Yeah. So moving forward past the 2016 event, we will begin our 3-tier qualifying process: Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 3. And so Tier 1 is going to be a $59 qualifier. It's going to be 9 holes, and it's going to be truly probably the most unique way in history to get to a world championship type of event, which is what we have now, because I have a partner in France, and they have taken over the indoor qualifying process. We're going to have 20 people from all around the world who are going to be qualifying on indoor simulators, playing the exact golf course where we're going to hold our world championship, which is Desert Willow in Palm Desert, California. It's beautiful, one of the nicest public courses you'll ever see.
What a great idea to have this qualifying indoors on simulators, because there's so many places in the country.
Right.
I mean, today, right now.
Right.
You know, if you're in the Midwest or in the North, you know, if you're north of the Mason-Dixon line, the odds of you being outside playing golf are slim, because the daylight's getting short. But you might head into some of those places that have good simulators. But, you know, how are you going to, you know, some of them, you know, you probably have to qualify the simulators, don't you? As in which ones you'll say are accurate enough.
Right. So we're working on finalizing our partnership with I can't say the name of the simulator, but it's phenomenal. And so once that's done, we will only use their simulators because they're going to have an exclusive agreement. And as far as the standard qualifying on an actual golf course, they're going to have a full year to qualify. So they'll be able to find some weather, even if they can't get inside, to qualify. And we're going to have golf courses. Our goal is to partner with over 1,000 golf courses. I have an amazing team that has already been calling, starting 2 months ago. We already started calling and partnering with golf courses. So once we our World Championship is aired on the Golf Channel in next summer, the end of May, early June, those qualifiers will begin, and you'll have a year to get ready and to qualify for the 2017 event. And so the 2017 event is going to be just as spectacular, except it's going to have more celebrities and it's going to have a bigger prize pool. We're talking $250,000 minimum for 2017. It's going to be more likely $500,000. And so we're talking a skin where someone can come in, shoot 85, birdie the right hole, and possibly win $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 for one great swing. And what's really neat is that I want to go into really quick. I created a one-of-a-kind playoff system. And so you can imagine on a full field, Jeff, 156 golfers, how hard it would be to win a skin.
Yeah, right.
So you'd need a double eagle, a hole-in-one, something crazy.
Something magical, yeah.
What we've created is a system of, depending on how large the field is, up to X number of golfers. In this case, at the World Championship, it's a full field, 156 golfers. Up to 5 people can tie on any given hole, and they're going to go into a sudden death playoff the next day for that hole's skin. And so this creates tremendous excitement, tremendous fairness. And so on hole number 1, it's a tough par 4. 4 people birdie it, and that's it. Well, those 4 people coming back the next day, sudden death playoff for $30,000 on the line. It doesn't matter if they shot 100. It doesn't matter what they shot that day. And so it's really neat, and that's going to be the bulk of our television is those playoffs, because that's going to be so exciting for everyone to watch and root for. And we're going to have aspiring pros, actors, farmers, all in the same playoff. And so who are you rooting for? You're probably rooting for the farmer.
Yeah, that's right.
Or maybe your favorite celebrity, because they've never had a chance to win money playing golf, and so it's exciting.
Wow, that's a great idea. Yeah, that really is, because you've essentially created a match play thing worth watching. And somebody's going to come up with a great shot, and they're going to win money because of it.
And something that every golfer can relate to. You know what? Gosh, I shoot 83 all the time, but I make 3 birdies. I can't shoot in the 60s, but I can make some birdies. And that is the appeal. And Michael Muniz, he made 5 birdies when he shot 92 that day. And one was worth $18,000. He doesn't care that he shot 92. He won $18,000 for one.
Right, you're in a birdies or nothing game.
Right.
Every time you go out and play. So that's pretty exciting.
It is. And then on the other side of the spectrum, we do pay out 28% of our purse to low gross. And so we do reward great golf as well. We want to reward both sides. And so, but we are a skins game tour, so the majority goes to skins because we want everyone to have a chance. But we don't want to discount if someone shoots 65 and doesn't win a skin. We want them to be able to be rewarded as well. So.
I think that's terrific.
Well, thank you.
So you've got this great thing going. Boy, I wish you an awful lot of luck.
I appreciate that.
myskinsgame.com. Everybody check it out on the web. I'm there showing how it all works. Everything's on there. You can get tickets. You can get involved. you can hold your spot in a tournament. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Just went live, so it's beautiful.
Everybody check out. That's right. Everybody check out micegame.com.